In a small, sun-drenched town, Zuri stood before her mirror, her heart racing as she examined her reflection. Her hair, a crown of beautiful thick, kinky curls, framed her face like a halo. But today, like many days before, she felt a pang of discontent. Growing up, Zuri had been surrounded by images of long, straight hair in magazines and on TV. The girls she admired seemed to effortlessly twirl their silky strands, while Zuri's curls felt like a wild, untamed forest. She often faced the teasing whispers of classmates who didn't understand the beauty of her natural hair. One Saturday morning, Zuri's mother, a radiant woman with a head full of similar curls, entered her room carrying a colorful basket filled with hair products. "Zuri, it's time for our special curl day," she announced, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "What's the point, Mom?" Zuri sighed, looking down. "I just want my hair to be like everyone else's." Her mother knelt beside her, gently lifting Zuri's chin. "Sweetheart, your curls are a part of who you are. They tell a story. Our story. Let's embrace them together." Reluctantly, Zuri followed her mother to the living room, where they spread out the basket's contents: conditioners, oils, brushes, and clips. As the two began the process of washing and styling, her mother shared stories of her own childhood struggles with her hair. "I remember feeling out of place too," her mother said, a soft smile on her lips. "But then I learned to love my curls, to see them as a part of my identity. They're unique, just like you." As they worked through the knots, Zuri felt a warmth spread through her heart. With each curl that was defined, she felt a little more at peace. They played music, danced, and laughed, transforming the task into a joyful celebration of their heritage. Later that day, Zuri looked in the mirror again. Her curls bounced back with life, glistening with the products her mother had used. This time, instead of frustration, she felt a spark of pride. The following week at school, Zuri decided to wear her hair out, free and wild. As she walked through the hallways, she noticed the surprised looks from her classmates. Some whispered, but she held her head high, remembering her mother's words. During lunch, a girl named Mia sat down beside her. "Wow, your hair is so cool. How do you get it to look like that?" she asked, genuinely curious. Zuri's heart swelled. "Thanks. I use a lot of products and take care of it. It's all about embracing what makes us different." From that day on, Zuri began to share her journey with others. She started a small club called Curl Power at school, inviting friends to come and learn about caring for their natural hair. Together they celebrated their unique textures, sharing tips and techniques, and most importantly, building each other up. As the months passed, Zuri's confidence grew. She learned to love her curls not just for their beauty, but for the stories they held, and the heritage they represented. One evening, as the sun set in hues of orange and pink, Zuri and her mother sat outside, the breeze gently tugging at their curls. "I'm so proud of you, Zuri," her mother said, wrapping an arm around her. "You've embraced who you are, and that's the most beautiful thing of all." Zuri smiled, her heart full. She had transformed her struggle into strength, learning that love for oneself often begins with acceptance. And in that moment, with her mother by her side and her curls dancing in the wind, Zuri knew that she was exactly who she was meant to be.